The Patriots have been one of the best teams about scouting themselves. Week 1, Damiere Byrd, 0 targets, 0 catches in his Patriots debut. Week 2 comes out with 6 catches. Week 1, a lot of clear out routes. He was the one, getting the defenders off so Edelman or Harry could catch underneath. How do you scout yourself here? Run that clear out route and then settle down. Byrd is at the top of the screen right now. Going to run a 15-yard stop. Looks like he's just clearing out. Maybe for something for Harry underneath. Corner turns his hips, and Byrd just sits right down. Nice little pitch and catch with Newton, 15-yard gain. Take another look here. Seahawks run off coverage. Corner bails. Byrd sits down with it. Nice first down for the Patriots here. For smaller NFL receivers like Damiere Byrd, you have to be exceptional with your feet because you cannot win with your hands and your upper body. Seahawks are in press coverage here, 3rd and 7. Byrd's at the top of the screen. Gives this guy an inside move like he's going to run a little slant, drag type route. Corner starts to open up on him. Comes back outside. All right, I've got you turns. We're going deep. Stop. Put the brakes on. Look back at the football. Catch it. Get down. Play it safe. Absolutely fantastic job here. Take a look again. Inside, outside. Gets the corner to turn. And we're catching that for a first down all day. You have got to be great with your feet. He does a good job here, always setting up the corner. He's in control. Newton trusts his guy, throws it before he turns, and it's a first down for the Patriots. The Seahawks win this later on a pick of their own, but they nearly had one here. Damiere Byrd's at the bottom of the screen. Off coverage again, going to run a little rounded out. No reason to really break it here as the defender's off. You're trying to get out there as quickly as possible. Newton has an awesome game here, throws for nearly 400 yards, but it's a lot of arm when he throws and doesn't get out there quick. And, outs are hard routes. This is kind of what happens. It's not a bad ball. It's a little inside on Byrd. Unfortunately, the corner reads it the whole way. As soon as he sees Byrd not pressure him deep, he's kind of he Peter Patters, gets to about the 20, and then he's coming downhill. He's coming downhill fast with authority. He's not threatened. Patriots offense at this point, everything's kind of short, not really going deep a lot. So 2nd and 9, you're thinking there's something in front of you, and he does a good job attacking here and nearly takes one to the house. Here is Byrd's first pass target of the season from the slot. Second quarter, 1st and 10. Going to run a 20-yard in route. To me, it's just asking a little too much from Byrd. Here he is in the slot. Ends up being the outside receiver at the snap. Attacking the defender again. Breaks it off. And just a little bit of an off throw. Just Byrd's, to me, is not enough of a burner to run this route. It's a slow developing play. I mean, maybe it's there, but Byrd's never going to really pressure the defender. The Seahawks are in good off coverage. 22 is never threatened deep. Stays facing Byrd the whole time, really. Newton's trying to throw over the linebackers a touch here, and just too much to do. Byrd probably 15 yards and below he can do, or just a complete clear out go route. But here, 20-yard in, just a little too much, and incompletion here for the Patriots. Damiere Byrd played 86% of the snaps against the Seahawks in Week 2. And sometimes the good of Damiere Byrd, you have to live with the bad of Damiere Byrd. He's a smaller guy, therefore corners can sometimes take him for a ride on blocks. But Byrd's going to stick with him. Going to do a good job staying in front of them. Byrd's at the top of the screen. Michelle is going to break this outside, and the corner's going to take Byrd for a little bit of a ride back right into the play. Byrd does a good job staying in front of him. His guy doesn't make the tackle. The safety coming over does, but Byrd's a tough guy. Play like this can, possible leg injury. It definitely doesn't feel good on you, but Byrd pops right up after shaking it off a little bit and sticks with it here for the Patriots. Byrd has been very good blocking for the Patriots this year, but you cannot have plays like this. Byrd's at the top of the screen. They're going to run a little bubble screen to Harry at the top, and the corner absolutely just gives him a blow-by. Just not good. He's stuck. His feet are stuck. His hands are down. He's just not prepared here to make a play, and the corner takes advantage. Corner's bouncing around, moving. The corner knows where he's going versus Byrd doesn't. You kind of got to just engage this guy more, go meet him. You let him get a running start. Your feet are stuck, and your hands are down. You've lost, and that's exactly what happens here. This is the third quarter of the Seahawks game. 2nd and 6. Byrd's at the top of the screen with Edelman in a little bunch formation. And realistically here, you're looking at a couple things. To me, Byrd's either going deep on a clear out so you can let Edelman play underneath, or Byrd's going out here. He hasn't shown much of drag routes or ins where he's getting the ball most likely. The corner comes in with you. You have all this space at the top of the field. It's even out of the picture. So you think most likely he's going for an out here. They ran that play a couple times already in this game, so that's what you kind of think is coming, and that's what is coming here. Again, does a nice job kind of rolling it over. Corner does a good job going with him. Newton throws a better ball. Corner's eyes never turn, so Byrd's really, in control the whole way. He's on his back hip. Corner never turns, so he can able to come back for it a little bit, and nice pitch and catch for a first down. This is the third quarter of the Seahawks game. At this point, Byrd has already run two or three out routes from where he is right here. 2nd and 8, kind of snugged up with Edelman. Literally 2 plays before this, they ran a very similar concept of snugged up. He just ran an out. Seahawks were in up coverage there, press coverage. Here they are in soft zone coverage. And they read this the whole way. They react. They come up, and Quentin Dunbar makes a nice play. But, really, the Seahawks knew this was coming, set themselves up. At this point, as I said earlier, Byrd, he's snugged up like this. You're either thinking a clear out or you're running an out route. If you look at his alignment, and I know it's a circle, it's kind of tough to see here, a little faded. But the corners does a nice job. He's in off coverage and outside of him to protect against that. Newton can't exactly see that from where he's at. But if you just draw a straight line, and bear with me, I know that mouse wasn't straight, but realistically, this is what's directly in front of him. So he's a whole man or two-man outside of him. Really give him a chance to make a play. Byrd does not have elite speed, so he's not going to threaten him too far deep. And Newton doesn't read it. Corner makes a play, breaks. As soon as Byrd flips his hips and goes outside, corner knows he's going downhill with him. There it is. Flips her hips. Corner's going downhill. He's going to get the football. Newton, I'm not a quarterback guru, but I'll give you this. He's not stepping into it. His feet are horizontal here. They're both perpendicular to the line of scrimmage instead of seeing 1 foot farther up pointing towards his target. I'm not going to say it's going to make a difference. This is exactly the throw that gets picked all the time. Brady had one already this season as well, where you're throwing from the opposite hash. You're throwing a 10 to 15 yard out to the other sideline. This is just defender's dream, and the Seahawks take advantage here for the interception.